Guess it hurts today.
Yo,
Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Thank you so much, man. Thank you
hey
so much.
man,
Uh,
appreciate you putting me on.
nah, man. Thank you for coming on to do it, man. I know a lot of people won't invest. You know what I'm saying in their career. Like, stand up is in a weird space. We in a weird space right now, man. Comedians are. We're in a
Yeah, man,
we're in a
100%.
we're in a very weird space, man. I do that comedy competition out in Colliers, and I got up this morning and it's so weird. We'll get into it. Let me do this intro and get this thing kicked off. Let me do this intro. Hey, it's your guy D So Funny, man. I'm back with another episode of So I Bombed. If you don't know, man, I do this show because as a comedian, so many times I invite people out to shows and they say something like, "Oh, I'm a comedian. I'm funny. I should be on stage." All my friends tell me I should tell jokes. Because being a comedian is not about the times that it goes good on stage, but more about being able to handle the times that it goes bad, i.e. a bomb. And some of us have had some of the worst experience. And this show is to let you guys know that what we do is not easy by any means. It is something that we truly love, and we go through so many different types of struggles. I mean, it is something every day that's different with this career. I've heard people say things like, "Oh, I want to be a comedian so I won't have to work." Listen, this is the hardest job. This is the hardest job. A stand-up comedian, not an internet sensation. A stand-up comedian is the hardest job that I've ever done personally. I won't speak for nobody else. I'll say me. You know what I'm saying? And I sold crack in the hood. So do what you want with that. Do what you want with that. With that being said, man, this is another episode, man. I'm happy and I'm excited. Y'all hold them hearts down, man, and press that fire button, man, for my girl Angela. I am not gonna attempt to say your last name. I'm not gonna mess it up. You ain't gonna get me on here to listen. There ain't gonna be no mispronunciation out of me. I'm gonna let you tell them that name. I'm gonna let you say that. Listen, I bet a host be like, "What? Hold on, come here. You have to say
Yeah,
that again."
that's what.
I'm not. I'm listen. I know my strengths and my weaknesses. I know my strengths, and listen,
Okay, at
I
least he
know
knows. He
that
knows.
I'm
He
gonna
knows
butcher
how to
that.
change the dirty diaper, y'all.
Listen, yeah, all of that. I know that I'm going to botch that pronunciation, so I'm not even gonna try. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So you want to say it? Because I'm not gonna do it. I'm
Yeah,
not doing
yeah, yeah. So what's up, y'all? My name is Angel Nguyen. I am a stand-up comic. I own Yap It Up TV, and I do my own comedy open mic once a month at Felix, Atlanta. Come with it, y'all.
Yes, you do. Rocking room. I mean, beautiful crowd, good energy in the room, amazing. That is not the name I got on the flyer. Why didn't you tell me I had put the wrong name on?
Well, no, you put Angel Nguyen.
Did I? Okay, listen, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm all over the place. I had something crazy happen this morning, man. I guess if I don't address it, it's just I'm gonna be all over the place. Uh, and I'll just jump right into the bomb story. I like to ask comics a few questions, so maybe I'll ask you. Maybe I can talk to you about it and kind of get it out.
Okay,
Uh, since I don't just jump right into the bomb story, I like to ask y'all a few questions first.
okay, get it.
Okay, check it out, Angel. Angel, so how do you feel about submission fees for a festival?
I want to say that's another way that people who's running the festival itself to make money because in order for you to throw like some sort of festival money out there and having comics or like other artists onto the thing, yeah, it takes money to make money, and I think the reason why it's a good idea for having people to pay it is because not only that it supports the people that brings it on through, but it's also holding it together like building an empire together and being a part of it.
And I dig that. Now let's flip that. How do you feel about paying an entry fee for a competition? Cash prize now, and you
Um,
guaranteed because with a festival, when you submit, you don't know if you're gonna get in or not.
yeah,
But with
100%.
with with an entry fee, you know you're in the competition. So
Yeah.
how do you feel about that?
I also feel the same way because I'm a business person myself. You get what I'm saying, D? And so, I don't really look at it in a customer side of view. I look at it in a business standpoint side of view, and I'm like, okay, if you want me to pay so that way it is I can get the pot, sure, why not? And does this entry here pays the person that is judging me? Yes, of course, because this person here has experience. Of course, it takes money to have like a popular national comic who's been on TV, who's been touring all around, and is judging me that I'm doing my comedy thing. Like, yeah, man, like shit, you tell me to pay $50 for me to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm having like Mr. Cat Williams and Kevin Hart judging me. Hell yeah, I'll pay that shit.
But
I'll
because
definitely pay that shit.
listen, but it's so funny to me because I run a competition, and the competition is $200 cash prize. It's a $10 entry fee. I
Okay.
only do like 14 comics. You know what I'm saying? I do it once a month, and I posted. What I did is I posted, just like an attention grabbing flyer. You know what I'm saying? It's kind
Hmm.
of sketchy. It didn't have much detail, and that was for the people who were interested. I had so many comments when I got up this morning talking about, oh, this is a scam. This is a bringer. And let me ask you, what's your definition of a bringer show? Because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
A Springer show, as in like a person don't know what the fuck it is they're doing. They just all over the place. They just putting random people on, and they just like let the people that does bar back hopping on
I mean,
stage.
and that's what I'm trying to tell. They kept saying, "Oh, this is a bringer. This is a bringer." No, a bringer show is if you don't bring at least 10 people, you can't perform. If you don't bring at least
Hmm.
5 people, you can't perform. This is a competition. Oh well, so the person who bring the most people is gonna win. That's not true. Literally
Wow.
last month, the guy who brought the most people came in second. Yeah, a guy who didn't bring nobody won.
Yeah. I honestly don't like it when people say stuff like that because I'm like, when people bring in people, don't necessarily mean that you automatically win. It's just mean that you have followers
You
or
have a
like
good
you have
support
people that
system,
supports you. You get what I'm saying? So
but
don't
it
be
does
sitting there
not
and be like a
guarantee a
Debbie
win.
Downer. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, hell,
I,
you can bring like a bunch of blow up dolls with you and then you can still win.
I mean, well, my whole thing is 9 times out of 10, I've seen people who people have brought vote for somebody else because that person was funnier. The name of the show is Crowd Control Comedy, so the crowd controls the show. I just host it. If they want you to stay up there, they let you stay up there. If they don't, they tell you, "Hey, next comic." It's so simple. It's so easy. And if you make it to the end, the crowd votes and give one person $200 in a trophy. Seems like it's simple to me.
It sounds simple as hell. I mean, like people just be acting extra. You get what I'm saying? They're like, "Oh no, this is a scam."
My,
Yeah, I just
my
wanted
thing
to
is,
pay. And I'm like, "No,
it
y'all need to get yourself a whole job and pay this damn money."
But listen, these are the same people who I guarantee paid $35 to do the Kevin Hart funny AF. Guaranteed, these are the same people that paid that 35 and never heard anything else about that $35 again. Ask me how I know. To only find out later that the $35 was a cash grab. They only took people from certain clubs. They had private shows. It was a whole behind the scenes thing that if you wasn't in the in crowd, you was just a regular comic like me who thought, hey, this would be, I'll spend $35 into my career for a chance that I might get picked. For a chance. Now the $10 you guaranteed to perform, but the 35 is a chance. So you would spend the 35 on a chance, but you won't take the 10 when it's guaranteed. It makes no sense to me. And I think as comics, man, sometimes we get into a pack mentality. Would you agree with that? Like one guy say something and everybody just kind of dog pile on it.
Yeah, it does. I mean, out there in the scene, it is pretty messy, especially when, you have your group of people, especially when it comes to comments, because there's certain comments that wants to help you, and there's comments that don't want to help you. And then these are the people that likes to hang out with the group of people think that they're a lot better than the comics who haven't been there in a while. You get what I'm saying? And as soon as they say something, they just be pouting on you and stuff like, yeah, that's my G right there. He helps me get to side shows and all, but like, yeah, he helps you, but he don't help me. He don't help nobody else.
I mean, and I've been out here on this Atlanta comedy scene for a little minute, man. It seemed very cliquish. It's very cliquish.
Yeah, it
It's very
is. It
cliquish.
is.
It's very
It's every man
oh
for
you
themselves,
listen.
honestly.
Listen, man, and it's like, oh, you went to her mic? Well, you can't do her mic and do my mic. I had to tell a couple of hosts. I said, hey, man, I'm new in town. I'm not in nobody beef. I'm what you call a writer. I like to go from mic to mic to mic. Like when I came and did your mic, that's why I enjoyed your room. When I came in there, I said, hey, if I can get on the list, that's cool. If I can't, I understand. I said, but I'm not gonna lie to you. What I said, I'm not gonna stay. After I perform, I'm trying to go to another room. I'm trying
Yeah.
to, because that's my goal is to put as many mics as I can in one night so that I can perfect my craft, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to be nobody friend. I'm not here to start no, you know what I'm saying? No animosity or pick sides or nothing. I don't have time for none of that. All I want to do is perform, see if these jokes work, see if I can make your crowd laugh. And I want to perform for every crowd. I don't have a crowd. You know how some comics, oh, I don't do but urban rooms. I don't do but white rooms. I do anybody room. I don't care who it is. I don't listen, man. Old people, young people, I make everybody laugh. Shoot, I tickle the baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody laughs around me. That's my thing. That's my thing. After I change the diaper, I tickle the baby. You understand?
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean 100%, man. That's a true comment right there, because that was me back in the day. Before I got really sick and on, stepped away from comedy, is that I go to at least like 4 or 5 mics, at least like one day, and then later the next day it's three mics again. The next day
Come
is
on.
2 mics again. Like
See,
you
we'd be
got to
friends. We
practice
would have
your
been friends.
craft. You got to have passion. You got to have power with these things. You got to keep the
Drive and
fire going.
determination. Drive and determination. Okay, with that being said, man, let me ask you this. How long have you been doing stand up?
Bro, I've been doing stand up for at least about a year and a half.
Okay, you a baby, baby. Ooh, I remember
Yeah,
my
I'm a
first year and a
baby.
half of stand up. Ooh, you went. No, I'm telling you, you're in such a good space, man. Because it'll be 10 years in August for me, man, and it's
Wow.
hard, man. Like I have my days. Like today, I woke up and all that negativity was up under my post, man. And it's like it's a simple comedy competition. I don't understand you guys. So a year in, man, being a year in, what's been your favorite show thus far? Like what's been the one show you like? If I could do that one show a million times.
I would totally go back to, I want to say, what was that show called? Oh yeah, over at Schizo Gang. Yeah, it's called Schizo Gang, and they have the stage where they have all the artists as like rappers and all comedians, and I would totally love to do that shit all over again, because that shit was fun as hell.
What
Like
was
I
the
was
concept of the show, if you don't mind me asking?
It was mainly about improv and having all the
Okay.
artists together mashed up into one show. Like you have like 16 or 15 people all perform, but then you get to network these people. You get to watch them, do like live improv and like live stand-up comedy. You hear them rapping and stuff. Like that's one of the things I like, because like I don't like going to like a straight up stand-up show. Like I like going to a variety show where it is I
Okay.
meet people, where it is I shake hands with people, behind the back of my head, it's all about networking. I'm not just there for comedy. I'm not there for just this. I'm there to look at everybody. I'm not judging people. Because you know how to when you were a comic and all, they're like, no, I don't fuck with artists. I don't fuck with people that do improv. I don't fuck people that do clowning. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, that's not
Oh,
me. Folks be doing that type of stuff. It's the ATL, y'all.
that's insane, man. That's insane. Right now, I got a show coming up in St. Louis with Samuel. With Samuel, I'm gonna go up there and do the St. Louis Comedy Jam. And
Mm-hmm.
a guy is coming out to support me, and he's an improv comic. And I
Oh, that's
actually met
cool.
him in Portland at a comedy festival. He's from St. Louis and seen that I was from. So sometimes, man, saying that you don't mess with a certain person, saying that you don't deal with this. Listen, man, I deal with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I treat people accordingly. I treat you. Listen, somebody can come and tell me and say, man, Angela is this, she's that, doo woo," because we actually know somebody in common. RJ, the character, he speaks very highly of you. Speaks very highly.
Oh, really? Yeah, I love
Yeah,
him so much.
listen, he speaks very highly of you. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he encouraged me to come to your room. He encouraged me to put you on my podcast. He speaks very highly of you. I don't know what you've done to my friend, but he thinks
Yeah,
very
that's
highly of
that
you.
that's my brother right there. That's my brother to the end. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, even
listen.
though there's like some things to be fucking up with my comedy dates and all, and I'm like, damn, your agent says no to this one. They're like, yeah, I'm sorry, and I'm like, man, that's when you and your agent got to fight me, man. Come on, you got to get your ass out. He got to drag you or something, man.
Hey, he's an amazing comic on the come up, man. I gotta ask, as being a stand-up comedian, what's the one thing that you see about comedy right now that really just bothers you?
The comics that are on stage and they talk down on themselves. You know, there was this one comic at my open mic, and it wasn't necessarily that his punches aren't landing, but he was just like downing on himself, and I had to like go back on stage. I had to fix it, had to correct it with people, and I'm like, hey man, listen, y'all, comedy ain't easy for the people here. So show them some extra love, show them some extra care, and and I was pumping it back up, and I had to reset the room with a new joke. And so, I wanted to talk to him on the side, like, hey man, we don't do this shit. We don't shun on each other. We don't, look down on each other. Comics, what we do is we help each other. We hold each other hands until the end. And we help them, rise up. We help them, get to the places where it is we want to be. You get what I'm saying? We help each other. And regardless if it's a paying gig, regardless if it's a non-paying gig, we help each other regardless. Because at the end of the day, comics, we are learning to grow. We're not here to like, talk shit about each other or like, fucking up each other vibes. Like, if they ask you to be on our podcast, then just say yes. If you don't want to be on our podcast, just say no. Just be blunt with them, man. Like, to be honest, man, like any chance you get, grab it, snatch it, please.
Come on, Angela, talk to these people, man.
Snatch it, grab
Come
it,
on,
man.
talk to
Like,
these people, man. Listen, and what tripped me out, Ann, is a lot of people, a lot of comics don't even understand that it's enough of everything for everybody. The minute it becomes not enough is when someone says, "Oh, why is Ann getting more stage time than me? Why is she putting people up at her open mic?" As soon as you put some negativity out into the air, that negativity becomes a reality. We have to
yeah.
believe that there's enough of everything for everybody. Okay. With that being said, man, before we jump into your bomb story, tell me about a time that it went amazing on stage. A time when you crushed it.
It was when I was at a open mic over in Lithonia. I was telling about a story of how I recently came back from Vietnam, and everybody thought, I was my niece's husband, and how the way I explained to the crowd that I ain't no cousin fucker. Because they saw me dressing up, just like the dang old husband, and
She said, I'm not
oh
my.
snap!
Why did
America
they think
coming
you was
over
your
here like this married and motherfucker over America. She about to get rich. She about to go to America, y'all. And that's a hold the fuck up. I ain't no motherfucking cousin fucker, y'all. I ain't over here trying to hump her booty hole and try to peg on my strap. Cause ain't no motherfucking way I'm touching that bitch inside her coochie with that shit. I don't know what the hell your booty hole came from. I just only touch the people over in America. And I just tell them to go take an STD test before I even touch the
Hey, you
fuck.
got to in Atlanta. You got to in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, fresh off the boat, pussy. I don't know where the fuck you came from.
Fresh off the boat pussy is hilarious. God, you got to write that. Tell me you wrote that down. Tell me you wrote that fresh off the boat. Listen, fresh off the boat pussy is a tag. You got to write that.
Listen, man, listen. I'll be putting
Fresh
that
off the boat
in
pussy is
there.
hilarious. That's hilarious. Look at me, fresh off. Hey, woo. Hey, but I knew you was a funny comic, man. I got a chance to see you at Helium, man. Like for like the little 3-4 minutes they gave you, you tore their ass up. I said, okay, RJ, hanging out with funny people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
RJ be hanging out with nothing but the funny goof. I mean, like, I found it crazy how the way I was holding the microphone cord, and all of a sudden that shit had dropped, and I was like
But you
putting
made
that
it
shit back
funny.
in.
You
I was like,
made
all
it.
right, y'all, that's my
Listen,
time.
listen, being able to make that type of situation funny is what lets you know that you're not only a comedian, a comic, you're also a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like you're both. You know what I'm saying? Like I consider myself to be a comic and a comedian. You know what I'm saying? I can make something funny or I can say something funny. Either or.
No, man, 100%. I mean, I spent a lot of money in school. Like, I did a lot of stand-up classes, but I mainly spent most of my time hanging out with the clowns and taking improv classes. I love the clowns. I got a chance to perform as a clown. I loved it. Would totally do that shit again. Um, and it was great because it helped me so much with my stand-up that you act that shit out and then you do that shit. And I'm like, man, that fresh off the boat pussy, man. As soon as you smell that shit, like, man, that shit don't smell like America.
Hey, look, no. I got the tag for you. You smell that shit, you like, that don't smell like freedom. That don't smell like America smell like freedom. That smell like, mm-mm. Yeah, but when I tell you, this next thing I'm finna ask you, man, then we're gonna get into your mom's story. I ain't gonna hold you on her all day. This
All
next thing
right, man.
I gotta ask you this. Do you feel that it's easier or harder for comedians to be LGBT?
It depends, it depends on their mindset and where it is they grew up in. I want
Come
to say,
on,
I want to
talk
say,
to me.
but to me, I can't speak for nobody else, but to me, it's very easy.
It's easy. Okay, because my little brother is a member of the community. I have multiple friends who are members of the community, and my one of my guys that's fast becoming one of my buddies out here is a comedian named Jay Star. He's a newer guy, and he's openly homosexual. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand people who have a problem with what other people do with their genitals. You're weird. You're
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, they're very well. I mean, I met
You're,
Jay before one time when I was taking class over at Dad's Garage, and the instructor had took us over to the Laughing Skull because he's a resident over there. And he's like, "Come on, y'all, we're gonna go on a field trip." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And that's when I met Jay Star, and then I got a chance to meet the people who runs the Laughing Skull and on. I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh snap, we got ourselves another LGBTQ man," because there's a lot of less gay comics out there, because in the community, a lot of people don't like it when they see, LGBTQ people. Because I want to say, like a
what?
year ago, I was on a podcast with
So
another
they don't like
comedian.
comics? I don't mean to cut you off, but so let me make sure I'm understanding because I want to clarify this. So the community, LGBT, they don't like comics?
No, it's the comics. Like the comics don't like the LGBT community, because I was
What?
on a podcast one time, and it was last year, and this is, I swear to God, it's a true story. He was so surprised and so stunned the fact that I explained to him that I am gay, you know? And he doesn't like that. Like, he was calling me towards the end, calling me towards the end of his podcast, and was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gay. I didn't know that. Like, being gay is, like a sickness, whatever it is." And he was telling me these documentaries of like the gay people and all, and how the way the slavery goes. Like, these guys, the people on a slavery boat are forced to be gay. And I was like, first of all, you are mixing it with sickness and choice. So he was just like going towards it and on. He was like, "Yeah, I used to be a psychopath and this, that, and other." Like, I don't judge the man. And he's like, "I'm not trying to be an asshole." And I said, "Okay, well,
He
I
wasn't trying
understand,"
to be
because I
one.
was
He
being
still was
very
being one
respectful
though.
on the phone. You get what I'm saying?
He wasn't trying to be one, but he still was being one.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to, but he was being one. But he's like, "I ain't trying to be one of those type of people, like them homophobe people." And I was like, "Well, what are
But
you
you're
trying to
being
do
one.
here?"
And what's crazy to me, I'm gonna say this once again because my oldest sister is lesbian. Her and her girlfriend. I love Peanut, man. I love her Studsman. Like that's one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? I go
Mm,
over there, I work out, I talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So for me, your sexuality shouldn't judge you as a person. That doesn't make you as a person. Because don't get me wrong, I met straight people, I met trans people, I met gay people who were all assholes. It didn't matter their sexual creed; they were assholes. And I met some good people. Hell, one of my business partners when I stayed in Little Rock was trans, was openly trans, and she was one of the coolest people. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But then she had her moments where she could be an asshole. You want to know why? Because she was a person.
Mm.
So no matter what your sexuality is, what kind of person are you?
The type of personality and attitude you carry. And that does play a big role about the community and where it is you get your opportunity. I tell people all the time, I said, be nice to people. Now, if you're not nice to people, you be sitting there crying underneath your bed, like, why did I didn't get booked on this show? Why I didn't get to go on this show?
When I tell you, man, I hang out with Jay Star and I see how some of the other people carry Jay, and I'm just like, okay, that's weird. You know, the dude's not hurting nobody. He just want to come and get on stage. He just want to come do his time. You know, what does his sexuality have to do with him as a person? Because as a person, man, Amazing guy. Love hanging out with J Star.
He's
Love hanging out
nice.
with J Star.
I
He
like
just
him.
wants to learn to be a better comic. And anybody who wants to be a better comic that's around me, I'm with that. I'm trying to tell you, I am with it. Okay. With that being said, I think I got you nice and warmed up, man. Let's jump into this bomb story. Give me a time that it went horribly, horribly awful on stage.
Um, I told the joke about my mom shaving her puss. Like how the way I walked in on her inside the bathroom, and I saw her with that fucking same ass fucking razor that she shaved my head with the other day, and she was
What?
just shaving her puss with that shit. I was like, whoa.
That was a sharp razor. That was a sharp razor. Can we talk about it? It shaved the head and a puss. That was a
Hell
sharp
yeah,
razor.
she showed the whole thing. As soon as I walked in, she was so scared. She's like, ah, get out. And I was like, oh shit, mom. And then I confronted her about it. I said, is that the same razor you had used to shave my head with the other day?
So you telling this story at the show, and what did the crowd just not get the show? Because it's funny to me right now.
I mean, like, yeah, they like. I mean, like, majority of the room, like 95% of the rooms that I go to hits. But then the 5% that did not hit, it was because it was so bad because the people that was booking the event had booked so many artists that it was like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, and the only people that was left was the drunk people. And I was
Listen,
just like, man, y'all leave me the fucking party poopers, bro.
man, listen, I don't feel bad. That's Atlanta though, man, because I got out here and I'll BSing to the side. I did a comedy competition and I started off, I was fourth in the comedy competition. Then they did some type of random regeneration and I ended up being 14th. I was like, whoa. So literally I had to sit in this room and watch everybody do 8 minutes. Everybody do eight. Not one person gave a minute back to the room. I'm dead last. I watched the
Mm.
whole crowd walk out. When I performed, when I went up, it was like maybe 8 people left. And it was crowd participation to vote for who won the money. And I got the 8 people votes though. I got the 8 people to vote for me. All 8 of them said, hey, you was funny. We liked it, that guy. You know what I'm saying? But by the time it went up there, shouts out to my guy Show, Christopher Show. He won that one. And it's just one of them things, man, where what do you feel makes you lose a crowd as a comedian? What do you feel makes you lose a crowd?
One of the things that loses the crowd is with, you fucking up one of your sets, and then you start like you doing hiccups, like, stuttering, like, oh, blah 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 blah. What I mean is, oh no, that's not the landing. Oh, and when I first started off comedy, I did that, and I lost the crowd, and the only person I had was my best friend during the time. And she
Yeah.
was the one listening to me, and everybody else was so busy doodling on their phone, drinking, and talking to the loved ones. And I was just like, man, fuck, I ain't doing this shit ever again. Yeah, I'm walking the fuck home.
What would you say as a younger comic being a year and a half under a year and under 2 years in the game? What would you say is something that you've learned to combat that or get the crowd back when you lose them?
I had to go up there with a lot of confidence. I had to make sure that I was in my warrior mode and I was hitting it hard because I had to step away from comedy for at least about 7 months because how sick I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it
got oh
was.
you got physically sick.
Yeah, I got physically sick, and by the time I returned back on stage, I had to rebuild that confidence back up because behind the back of my head was I'm not good enough. I was sick for a while. I'm not good enough. My joke is not going to land. But as soon as I came back on stage and I was telling them about fresh off the pussy boat. You get what I'm saying? Joke
Yeah,
and
the
everything. People thought I
fresh
was a
out the
cousin fucker.
boat pussy
They
joke.
loved that shit. They was like, "Whoa, we
Listen,
didn't
I'm
expect
laughing
to
at it
have
and
that
I ain't even heard it.
comeback."
I
Like,
can't
let me
wait to hear
tell
the
you
whole
something,
bit.
B. I practiced that joke so hard numerous of times in different little style, different little voices in the mirror. Like, I was like, I need to go back up there. I need to fight again. I need to put myself back out there because when I was sick, I had to pass up so many fucking opportunities, D. It done took a toll in me. Like it done broke my heart and everything. I said, man, I built this shit, and now this shit is gone. And then by the time I came back in, I was hitting it strong. I was connecting with people. I was calling other fucking venues, and I was like, y'all need to call me to open mic, this, that, and other. And after that, I started creating Yap It Up TV with my camera lady that I met at a comedy open mic. And then, we were out there, at different random bars doing comedy sets, interviewing and all. And then that's what gave my confidence back to get on stage, was to write more new jokes and to be hosting. And now look where it is I'm at. I'm hosting, I'm doing new jokes, I'm out there, I'm pushing it.
I definitely know. I enjoy doing your room. Uh, what is something you would tell a comic about starting a new room? What's some advice that you give to a comic who wants to start a new room?
And when you start a new room, make sure that, you have all your equipments ready, because, when you're having your room, you need to have at least your microphone. If they don't have a microphone, you need to buy one. Did they have a speaker? Yeah, you need to buy that damn speaker. If you don't got no damn DJ, sometimes you don't need no damn DJ. Sometimes you have your own iPhone, and you can play that shit through the microphone and stuff. You get what I'm
I
saying?
seen that.
Like, come on, man. You got to find some things that create these things. I said, you ever been to college before? You ever know what it is to be broke? This is exactly what it is to be broke. They paying you, but they ain't paying you enough. So I'm gonna need you to get all your shit together and put your ass out there.
Okay, okay, okay. That's hey, that is amazing advice for a new comic. I'm gonna ask this because we on her, and I want to know, outside of your room, what's your favorite mic to hit in the city, in the Atlanta area?
I like hitting the alley stage and also Laughing Skull. Those are the two mics
And them
that
is
I
the
would
two
definitely
rooms I
recommend.
have not been able to get on them stages yet. I am working on both of those rooms.
What?
The Skull, man, I they won't return my email for some reason. I don't know. At an alley stage, I just really found out what's going on with that. I can't wait to go over there and check it out. I think I'm gonna just go and just watch it. It's on Thursdays, right?
Um,
Or is it Tuesdays? It's Tuesdays, isn't it?
no, it's on Tuesdays, and then the Laughing Skull is from Monday to Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah. I literally, man, have been trying to email the Laughing Skull. They waiting list is so long, man. It is not easy to get on that room. Big or intimate crowd? Which one do you prefer? Large crowd or intimate crowd?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
Come
matter.
on, come on, Tommy.
I
Come
mean, I like big crowds. If it's my show and I'm running it, I like the big crowds.
on.
Now, if I'm at an open mic and you got some shitty ass motherfucking crowd, I don't give a damn. Your ass gonna be cracking. The damn waitress in the back gonna be cracking. The bartender gonna be choking on that dang old liquor. Hell yeah, bitch, it's gonna be all of us be cracking up in here. You better be laughing. If not, I'm taking out my pistol.
Don't kill nobody. Don't kill nobody. That's how you get deported.
You
Shoot
laughing?
people
You
up.
laughing, motherfucker? Did the kick?
Yeah,
Did the liquor kick in?
yeah, yeah. Don't you shoot nobody in this smoke. Do you feel that there is a with you being from another country? Do you feel that sometimes there's a disconnect in your comedy, or do you feel like that gives you a better opportunity? Do you feel like it helps or hurts your comedy being from a different country?
I want to say it's a little bit in between,
Come on.
because doing comedy in Vietnam, it's like how the way old people joke, and how the way they talk to each other, like casually, like how do I mean you're having a conversation, like I'm not over here doing like exaggerated punchlines with you. Old
Yeah.
Vietnam is a lot different. They don't exaggerate. They just say it how the way it is. They're like, yeah, I walked in on a motherfucker whipping out his dick. That's all. And I looked at it and I thought that shit was hairy, so I walked the fuck out. Like they
Hey,
be saying
do
that shit with
do
a straight face, and I'm like, how the hell y'all gonna be doing this shit with a straight face? Compared to me,
so they
I'd
do
be
have
like,
comedy clubs in Vietnam. They do have comedy clubs in Vietnam.
they don't have comedy clubs in Vietnam. It's all a variety show in Vietnam. So they have that one stage where everybody goes to, and then they have the artists up there talking and rapping, whatever it is, and they have the comedians come up there doing improv or doing some sort of stand up.
Okay, okay, okay. Let me ask you this: where do you see your comedy career in 5 years? Because where you're at right now, putting 5 years on top of it will be what, six and a half?
Yeah, that's right. I could literally see myself traveling with all the other national comics.
Okay, on tour,
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
tours.
on
That's your
tour.
goal.
Yeah,
That's what
because
you're pushing for.
I've recently had a national comic reaching out to me, wanting me to host over in New Orleans for
Come on.
Asian night. And so, right now she's waiting for me to have videos and all for me to be a host because she was watching all my Yap It Up TV videos. She's like, I think you'll be a great host. And I was like, okay, comedy hosting, that's
I
fine
mean,
with
well, you
me.
already host your own show. You host your own open mic, so I believe you'll be an amazing host because I thought you were doing a great job
Oh,
when I
thank
came
you
to your
so
open mic.
much. Yeah, I was having issues at that well, I had this one incident at that open mic where this one dude almost charged at me because he didn't like my set or he was drunk, and he was like drunk, he was like leaning forward like he was about to like charge at me, like trying to beat my ass. But luckily I had a house mom over at Felix and she saw that shit, so she kicked him out so quick as I was performing.
So he got upset about a joke.
Yeah, he got upset about a joke, and I didn't know what he was upset about because he's like, "Okay, I don't get the story. Can you tell it again? Okay, I don't get that. Can you tell me it again? Okay, what about this? So what about that? What about this? What about like he was like interrupting me, and my
So
camera
he
lady
wanted to
wanted
interview.
like, you said what?
I say he wanted to interview you. He didn't want you to tell jokes. He was trying to get an interview.
Yeah, he was trying to get it in, and my camera lady was sitting right there. She's like, "Yo, you want to sign up for the mic?" He's like, "No, I ain't good enough." And then the house mom saw that, and she was like, "Get the fuck out!" She's like, "No, get out." And she was explaining to me towards the end of the show was that that person was not supposed to be there because he got kicked out 2 weeks ago for fighting.
Okay, so that's why he was acting a fool because he knew he wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah, over here questioning about my jokes, and I said, "Boy, shut the hell up, please."
Yeah, you don't seem like you take no BS on stage, if you don't mind me saying so. You seem like you pretty tough little cookie from Vietnam. Like
I mean,
saying
this
like
blue hair ain't here for shit. You get what I'm saying? When you see the crazy blue hair in the blind and that one little earring, you be walking in with the slit eyebrows. Hell yeah, I better not be playing with me.
well, they say slit eyebrows mean you a killer. Now I ain't that way what I said. They say for every slit it's supposed to be a body. Now I don't know. You got about 4 slits up there now. I don't know if you got 4 unmarked graves or not. Now I ain't trying. Don't tell nothing over here that's gonna get you arrested. I don't want to do that. I'm not witnessing nothing. Nothing. I don't witness nothing. But I do personally like your style. What would you call your fashion in comedy? Because I've seen you have on some dope things, man. It's definitely caught my attention. Let me say it that way. Because this
I
outfit
have,
you got on this flyer is dope as shit. You was like, I don't like this outfit. I came back from it. I'm like, man, that's amazing. I love that.
yeah, I'm a fashionator because back in the day, my mom used to own a hair and nail salon. So she makes my hair look a certain way, and she makes me look a certain way. And she's like, you're with me, and whenever you're out there, you need to look presentable. Because Asian people who owns companies and who has a very strong mindset for a boss, they're like, yeah, I want you to look like this, I want you to look like that. As soon as she found out I do comedy, she's like, for your headshot, I want you to wear a suit. And so, my mom is the person that made me this way. And as soon as, I came back on stage over at Alley, and I was wearing this Vietnamese outfit that you see on my headshot.
I love
Somebody
that
took a
outfit.
picture of me, and I was like, yeah, that's how the way I look when I came back from Vietnam because I blew up. Like I gained an extra 25 pounds. I was in Vietnam. I got carried away in Vietnam because
Is the
their
food that
entree is
good?
like $1.50 for one plate.
Okay, okay. So even if it ain't that good, shoot, you getting it in volume. You know what I'm talking
Hell the
about?
fuck yeah! And plus the outfits were just like only $40 for a pop, and I was like $40, and this year's considered high fashion. Please buy me two.
Uh, it seemed like your mom was pretty on the ball. Did she accept you doing stand up well? Because I know sometimes parents, especially, and don't take, I'm gonna get a little racist. I'm gonna get a little racist. I know sometimes, because I know some Asians in the Asian community, you guys, parents, have very, very high bars. Like the bars are so high for Asian kids. Like, so for you to come and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian," did she take that well? Because she sounded like she on the ball. Nail shop, hair salon, clothes. Like it sounds like she's a mogul.
Yeah, she is. She's all over the place. She was very
Okay.
supportive of the fact that I'm a comedian because it was very hard for her to accept the fact that that I came out gay during high school. And then
Oh, okay.
slowly, she starts to understand my personality, and I'm the only person that takes care of her because me and her were close. But yes, we do butt heads a lot, but we're really close. Me and my mom were like this. My siblings and my mom, they're not like that. They're like this. Me and her, we're like this.
Something tells me that you and her are a lot alike. Usually,
Yeah,
when you and
we
someone
are.
bump heads,
Yeah, we are a lot. She's a Cancer. I'm a Pisces. I mean, we're both water signs.
I'm a
We love
Pisces
each
as well.
other.
That's why I like you.
Yeah, and she does a lot of dirty jokes. Like even when I was young, she was popping up all these damn dirty ass jokes and shit. And then by the time she saw me, online on my TikTok, telling people about how do I call her shaving her puss, live in action, she was so mad at me. And she's like, "Why you talking about that story? Why you talking about that story? Do you see that? And now everybody know what my pussy be looking like when I be shaving it." I was like, "Mama, I didn't necessarily give her that fucking image, but okay."
Hey, I can only imagine you two together. It sounds like an amazingly fun time, man. It sounds like y'all have so much fun together, man.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
it is because she be teaching me all the dirty ass jokes, and I was like, "Ma, stop! I don't want to tell no dirty ass jokes no more." And she's like, "No, you gotta tell it like this, baby. Like you gotta see how the way the phone vibrates at night, and when you put it inside your pants." And I was like, "Mama, what you talking about vibrating
hey,
phones?"
Mama is hilarious. You might need to get Mama as a ghostwriter. You might need to get Mama as a ghostwriter. She said you gotta put the phone in your pants and light up.
But
Hey,
she
you might
always
need to
get
get
mad
Mama
at
as
me
a
whenever I
ghostwriter.
talk shit about her on stage. She's like, "Why you tell people about that, huh? Now people be knowing what it is I look like." I said, "No, in order for people to be knowing what it is you look like is when I whip in my phone. I said, this is the lady."
I'm not gonna play with you. Uh, let me ask this: how many sisters and brothers? I heard you say that they're not as close with your mom.
I have two, and I'm the youngest.
Okay, so you're the baby and you got two older siblings. Do they have kids?
My oldest brother, he
Any
has
nieces?
kids, but my
Okay.
sister, she doesn't. She has a dog and fiance.
Okay, so she'll have some kids soon if she got a fiance. I just asked that because you said she didn't really take well to you coming out in high school, and I'm glad to see that she got over it and she's loving you for who you are, and she understands that your sexuality does not make you the person that you are, which is so weird to me.
No, no,
Which
she knows that I really mean well, and she knows that I take care of her and I love her a lot.
Well, a lot of times, and I've talked to people who, I talked to guys who they were upset with their sons being openly gay, and their
Mm,
biggest problem with that, with them being upset, is that they weren't going to get grandkids. It's like, and I know I'm like, nah, bro, this 2026. Gay couples are raising kids now. Like gay couples are raising kids now. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
I know at least two people that had gay parents and they're not gay. They're like, no, I'm not gay. My parents are. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And
mm.
a lot of people don't believe that that's even a thing that gay people can raise a straight person. But if you have any type of understanding of sexuality, your parents don't control your sexuality.
No, 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 they don't.
Because if that was the case,
It's all
straight
about
people
a
wouldn't. It
choice,
would be no
man.
gay people. Straight people would only make other straight people. That's not how that works. That is not how that works.
No.
And I say that to say, thank you for being a voice, man. My little brother wants to do comedy, but he has fears because he's, like I said, he's a member of the community as well. And I'm telling him that every time I see a comic that's gay, queer, bi, any of that, man, I really respect it because I know that you're all the way outside of your comfort zone. You're all the way outside of your comfort zone because not only are you getting up here to tell these jokes, but you're getting up here and you're going to have a small majority of the crowd who may not say it, but in their mind, inadvertently, they're already judging you before you even start talking.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why those was difficult. It was difficult for me to have to find me a venue that accepts me for who it is I am and pays for my and pays for my comedy open mic, man, because that shit was hectic, but at the same time I had to look at it as a business standpoint and not really a personal preference type of thing. Because they are my clients, they are paying me, and then I finally found me a place that's LGBTQ family. Like Felix. Felix is a gay bar.
Is
You
it?
know. Yeah, it's a gay bar because the background, if you look at the background closely, it says super gay and it has all these comics, these comic book pictures all in the frame and it just say super gay on it.
Well, they didn't treat me any different for being
No, because they're all
heterosexual.
open.
They everybody was nice to me when I came in there.
Yeah, it
Everybody
was
was
all
nice.
nice.
The lady that was holding your list let me sign up. You know, I went up. I had a good time with them. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I plan to come back and do some of my edgier material there. Once me and you get on a better page, some jokes that I want to work out in that room because I feel like that room will give me a honest opinion. Because I don't mind you not liking the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I need the feedback. I need to know this joke works. This joke doesn't. This joke offends people. Because what I used to do, uh, I would go, and I know this is gonna sound horrible. I would go try out my gay and trans jokes on my gay and trans friends. I want their opinion first. You know what I'm saying? Before I tell this joke in front of an audience and someone says, no, that's offensive, that's going to hurt someone's feelings. I want to go to I want to go to a person that's like my friend. She's trans, and I just tell her the trans jokes that I want to try. Like I had one, and she told me, "Do not do that." She said, "Don't do that." Mm-mm.
You get
I,
beat.
listen, I had one, and I just was saying, I was telling her like, how can I say this? I was telling her that she's an amazing person, and I'm happy I met her. But my joke was, I wish I would have got to meet her before she transitioned. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get to meet that other person, so I feel like I missed a side of her. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
And I
that
was
makes
trying
sense.
to make that funny, and she was like, "No." She was like, "That is such a touchy thing for us." She was like, "No." She was like, "No, D." She was like, "No." She was like, "And I know you're not meaning it from a mean place." She was like, "But we go through so much to train." You know what I'm saying? And you don't know these things unless you have these type of people around you to ask these type of jokes. Cause I do one too where I say, hell, I wish I was gay. I wish I could suck a dick. You know what my career would be right now? You know what I'm saying? And I make fun that being openly gay in Hollywood won't get you anywhere, but being closeted gay. And I said, I wish I could be closeted gay. And I talk about it, and she was like, yeah, that one will work. She was like, that one will work because you're saying that like I never try to punch down. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I,
100%.
I don't want to punch down. I always want to come from an ally standpoint because, like I said, my older sister, my little brother, I have gay people in my family, so I never want to hurt or offend them. Mahogany is one of my friends. I never want to hurt or offend her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
these people, I care about them. So why would I want to get up there and say something mean or hurtful to that would hurt them? That's something that I would never do. Uh, one more, and then I'm gonna get you out of here. One more.
Oh no, man, I like hanging out with you, D. You get what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
know, but I've been had you on here for an hour, man. I ain't
I
trying
don't
to
give a
hold you out
damn how
all
many
day.
hours you had me on here. Shit,
You
we
know
can
what I'm
go over here
saying?
cracking up all these damn nasty ass jokes together. Talking about how the wet booty be cracking open.
Boy, listen. I got one where I talk about eating ass. I'll be like, listen, man, I got questions.
Damn.
I got questions. But do you feel that it's easier for clean comics than it is for dirty comics? Who do you feel like has an easier path in stand-up comedy?
I'll be honest with you. I say it's a little bit of both, depending what type of crowd it is. But from my experience and hearing it out on stage, is that I say that clean comics get more show than dirtier comics because most of the people that books the clean comics, they're booking it for a kid's party or a wedding, and those things right there be happening like daily. Right
And
there,
they pay.
happening daily. If you don't know how to do clean jokes and the only thing you know how to do is dirty jokes, then I'm sorry, you're not able to get it in. But if you know how to do clean and dirty, then yes, you can get yourself to anywhere it is you want. But make sure that shit right there lands hard. Because with the clean comics, sometimes it's too clean to a point where only Christians can understand it and not just the modern people.
Dig that. That's deep right there. Dig that. Make sure it is it's a strong. Okay, man. That was good. Okay, one more, and then I'll let you tell them where to find you. What advice would you give to a comic about bombing?
All right. So y'all don't think about, bombing the stage. Be confident. Know that your shit is funny. Know that your shit, regardless if the people ain't laughing or not. Know that your punchline is funny and it hits hard, and you know damn well that it's funny because you've been practicing it in front of your people. You've been practicing at other mics. Just because that one crowd didn't laugh or this other particular room doesn't laugh, it still means that you bomb it. It means that you're there. It means that you have that courage to go on stage and you perform that shit. And y'all don't let insecurity get inside your head, because when that shit be hitting, it kills you slowly, like a drug.
I totally agree. Insecurity can make you bomb. With that being said, Miss Angela, thank you so much for coming on doing So I Bombed, the IG Live podcast with your host D So Funny. Tell them where to find you, where your next show is going to be, where they can be looking up to see you. Would you say New Orleans in a minute? Tell them about all that, man. Tell them to go follow you, where to find you. I'm gonna be tagging you like crazy with these clips. So tell them everything. Give it to them. Bo Burr.
Man, y'all find both of my accounts, Laugh with Angel. Another one is called Yap It Up TV. Y'all can come find me at my next comedy open mic, July 1st. It's called Roast the Host, where you come out and do your jokes, roast battle, and take your best shot towards me. I am your host. You come out there and roast me. You don't gotta fucking know me. Come out there, talk your shit, do your thing. It's gonna be a chaotic ass motherfucking mic. And Mr. D gonna be there too, because I know damn well he got a lot of shit to say about me after being on this damn shit for at least an hour with his
Hey,
ass, okay?
listen. I don't know how you gonna feel about it, but I got a couple things to talk about.
Listen, I ain't no motherfucking baby. There are a lot of people out there trying to be stereotypical saying Pisces are baby, Pisces are baby. Like, no, bitch, I ain't no fucking baby.
Now, Pisces,
Just
we're
be know,
just
I have my
emotional
Glock in
people.
between my pants. If you say something, there's gonna be a bullet through your head.
Yeah, listen, we just Pisces because I'm Pisces also. I'm February 19th. I'm right on that cusp. Uh, and we're we're kind people, man. We're givers. We will take and take and take and take. But once we fed up, once the straw breaks,
All hell goes to loose.
listen, I know I know personally, man, and I met other Pisces. When we get mad or we done, we don't care what happens. We don't care how I go after this point. We mad, and it's that. And what I love about being a Pisces too, we can cut you off back like we never met you. We can deal with you and then be done. Once we done, we will cut you off like we never knew you.
And it be coming at the right time and too.
Listen, man, I swear. All right, with that being said, man, she said July 1st, she said go follow her, Yap It Up TV. Y'all already know what the vibes is. Miss Angela, thank you so much for coming to drop a bomb story today. Before I get up out of here, man, I have to let you guys know. Check out my sponsor, Accent Soap. Fragrances made by a woman for a man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Fragrances for a man made by a woman. Let me say, I'm saying it wrong. Accent Soap, man, go check out their website. They got some amazing deals for Father's Day this Friday. If you're in the Little Rock, Arkansas area, please be sure to pull up on Main Street, right behind Community Bakery, man, and check them out, man. You're looking for some amazing stuff for your dad for Father's Day. They got the beard oil. They got the soap. You know what I'm saying? They got, I mean, you name it, they got it, man. They got the aftershave. They got the men's cologne. And all these fragrances are 99.9.999 DTL fragrances. Yeah, that's right. When a woman smell it, she already know you DTF, baby. And if you don't know what DTF is, get your initial game up. Get your initial game up.
Get you laid for the first time. Once you win it, you can't go back.
Come on now, you know what I'm talking about. With that, with that being said, man, I will see you guys Monday. I will see you guys Monday, man. We're gonna do a new show with another comic, another bomb story on this same Instagram, 12 o'clock every day, Atlanta time, Monday through Friday. You got D So Funny. We'll be in here with a comic telling a hilariously funny bomb story. With that being said, man, you guys have a great weekend. Be safe this Juneteenth weekend. Please be safe. It's Juneteenth weekend, man, and we all know how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These
Carry
guys,
y'all Glock with you. Make sure y'all bring extra pepper spray, ladies. Keep that shit inside your cooch and keep walking.
Pepper spray in your cooch is hilarious.
Pepper spray your cooch. Make sure that shit don't be burning and itching while it is you walking up and down the street like a hoe.
I'm not gonna play with you. And I'm not gonna play with you. I am not gonna play. You silly. I see why RJ like you. I can't wait to get on the phone with this boy.
That's my
I I,
brother right there. That's my brother towards the end.
I can't wait to call RJ, man, and tell him about this. Hey, with that being said, man, I'm your host, man. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your Juneteenth, man. One more time for my for my special guest Angela, man, coming in holding this thing down today. Uh Listen, man, this has been So I Bombed. I'm your host, D So Funny, and I'll see you guys Monday. I'm gone.
Peace out, y'all. Come out and roast me July 1st.